Good morning, class. It's nice meeting you again. Are you excited to continue our lesson last meeting? Alright then, before we proceed with our discussion, I want you to arrange your seats properly and pick up pieces of papers under your chairs. Now if you're done, you may now take your seat. Now class, what is our lesson last meeting? Very good, it's about regular and irregular verbs. Very good. So what is regular verb? Very good. Regular verbs are verbs that ends in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Now, how do we form the regular verb? Yes, we add d or ed. Very good. How about irregular verbs? Very good. Irregular verbs are verbs that do not end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Now, how do we form irregular verb? Yes, we put it in its simple past and past participle forms. Now, class, I have here sentences. I want you to identify the verb in a sentence and tell if it's regular or irregular. Am I understood, class? Very good. Again, what is regular verb? Very good. What are the sentences that use regular verbs? Very good. First, third, fifth, seventh, and ninth sentences. Very good. In the first sentence, what is the verb? What is the regular verb used? Very good. Right. Yes, you are right. How about in the third sentence? What is the regular verb used? Great! Jump is the answer. How about in the fifth sentence? What is the regular verb used? Correct! It is guessed. How about in the seventh sentence? What is the regular verb used? Nice! Fixed is the answer. Correct! How about in the ninth sentence? What is the regular verb used? Great job! The answer is dressed. Well done. So all in all, these are the regular verbs that are used in a sentence. How did we form the regular verb in a sentence? Yes. We add ed or d to the verb that indicate an action is done in the past. Now I am going to flash on your screen some examples of regular verb. Now class, who can give me another examples of regular verbs? Very good, class. Now, what is irregular verb? Very good. Now, what are the sentences that use irregular verbs? Very good. Those are second, fourth, sixth, eighth, and 10th sentences. Now, very good. In the first sentence, what is the irregular verb used? Born. Yes, you're right. How about in the third sentence? What is the irregular verb used? Bought. Great. How about in the fifth sentence? What is the irregular verb used? Got. Correct. How about in the seventh sentence? What is the irregular verb used? Begun. Nice. How about in the ninth sentence? What is the irregular verb used? Forgot. Great job, well done. Now, what have you noticed in the irregular verb used in the first, third, fifth, seventh, and ninth sentence? How did we form? Yes, those are verbs that do not end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Very good. Now, let's have another activity. Who can read the directions? Very good. Any questions regarding the directions? Now let's check your activity in the first sentence. What is the verb used? Very good. Completed. What kind of verb is this called? Regular verb. Why? Because, yes, it is a verb that ends in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Okay, in the second sentence, what is the verb used? Driven, very good. What kind of verb is this called? Yes, it is irregular verb. Why? Because, yes, it is a verb that do not end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Okay, in the third sentence, what is the verb used? Work. Very good. What kind of verb is this called? Yes, regular verb. Why? Because it is a verb that ends in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Very good. In the fourth sentence, what is the verb used? Yes, beaten. What kind of verb is this called? Yes, irregular verb. Why? Because, yes, it is a verb that does not end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Very good. In the fifth sentence, what is the verb used? Yes, learn. What kind of verb is this called? Regular verb. Very good. Why? Because, yes, it is a verb that ends in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Yes. In the sixth sentence, what is the verb used? Became. Very good. What kind of verb is this called? Yes, it is irregular verb. Why? Yes, because it is a verb that does not end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Now, in the seventh sentence, what is the verb used? Ask. Okay, what kind of verb is this called? Yes, regular verb. Now, why? Because, yes, it is a verb that ends in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. In the eighth sentence, what is the verb? Very good. Broke. What kind of verb is this called? Yes, it's a regular verb. And why? Yes, because it is a verb that does not end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Very good. In the ninth sentence, what is the verb used? Very good. It is moved. What kind of verb is this called? Regular verb. Yes. Then why? Because it is a verb that ends in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Very good. The last sentence, what is the verb used? Yes, it is bought. What kind of verb is this called? Awesome. It is irregular verbs. And why? Because it is a verb that will end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past. Well done, students. Good job. Now, class, I have here an activity for you. Let us all read the instruction. Directions. Put the sentences inside the correct box. If it uses regular verb, then put it inside the regular. If it uses irregular verb, then put it inside the irregular. Understood, class? Okay, very good. Let's start. That's it for today, class. I hope you learned something. Goodbye.